The hopes of aspiring sportsmen and women could hinge on a study into knee injuries among adolescents. Concerning figures have so far been unearthed, and inactivity during COVID lockdowns is partly to blame. Tony Jones with the story.
'Tis the season for running. The Melbourne Marathon is done and dusted, so too last weekend's New York Challenge. But now comes the fallout.
So that's the force plate through there.
Sam Kayll is an osteopath who's part of a $1 million research program into knee soreness, in particular knee soreness among youngsters. And the research has so far thrown up some worrying numbers.
So 1 in 3 adolescents will suffer from kneecap pain.
17-year-old Liam Greenwood is taking part in the study at the University of Melbourne.
Just before my meniscus around the kneecap, I've got a lot of pain just under it. And it affects me when I run and jump and whatnot.
With a series of sensors attached to his feet and legs, the stress placed on his knees through landing are translated into valuable data.
And this is you running, and that's the force increasing through there.
Remarkably, the spate of knee problems among teenagers is yet another byproduct of the COVID years.
Since COVID, where kids were restricted from playing their sport, and they've gone back to playing their sport and specialising in that sport, where their body may not be accustomed to the force they're placing through the knee.
Craig Mottram is one of our premier long and middle distance runners.
He can't believe it, but we can!
Now head coach at the On Athletic Club, nurturing our next batch of elite runners, Mottram is all about the workload being placed on bodies.
If your son or daughter is participating in footy, basketball, athletics and soccer potentially 12 months of the year, then you're not giving their body that chance to have a break and to adapt to the load that you're giving them. So it's about just making sure that they have a break during the different seasons and stresses of sport.
One of the most important tools at a runner's disposal is footwear, and part of this research is trying to establish whether a thicker cushioning is more beneficial than a thin layer. Craig Mottram takes it a step further, advocating no footwear for certain periods of training.
And I think if you can get your kids out running on a safe surface, on nice grass and an area where you know in bare feet, I think in the small doses, that's not a bad way to go.
70% of adolescents who do develop kneecap pain will actually cease or reduce their activity levels within 2 years. So that sets them up for a range of chronic health conditions later in life.
Researchers are now on the lookout for more teenagers to take part in the study.
We've recruited so far 30 people, or 30 adolescents, and we're recruiting 102 by the end.
The findings are expected to be tabled in around a year, and given what it could mean to young sports people, it's a race against the clock. Tony Jones, 9 News.